Welcome to a world where shadows hold secrets, and every whisper could unravel a tale of darkness. Tonight, we journey into the unknown, exploring the chilling depths of human nature and the twisted paths of those who walk among us. Are you ready to confront the sinister, the inexplicable, and the unimaginable? Stay with us as we uncover the truth behind some of the most perplexing and haunting crimes ever recorded. Brace yourself, what you discover might keep you up at night. Let the story begin.
Who am I? Am I Fernandez Augustin Navarro, the journalist? Or am I someone else, something more sinister, something whispered in hushed tones? Quietus est. This question, like a phantom, has haunted me for years, chasing me across continents, through crowded streets and desolate alleyways. It has driven me to the edge of madness, to the precipice of my own identity. My story, a tangled web of fear and revelation, begins in Buenos Aires, the city of my birth. It was there I met him, the man who would change my life forever, Jorge Luis Borges, the blind librarian with eyes that saw more than most. He spoke of labyrinths, of mirrors, of the elusive nature of truth. Little did I know I was about to become a character in one of his tales. Borges, with his gentle demeanor and sharp intellect, became my confidant. I confessed my darkest secret to him, a mistake, a transgression that forced me to flee my home, to abandon my life and become a phantom, a whisper of a name. He listened patiently, his sightless eyes seemingly piercing through me. Every life is a labyrinth, Navarro, he said, his voice a low murmur. Sometimes we find ourselves lost in its twists and turns, unsure of our own path. His words, though cryptic, offered a strange comfort. I was lost, adrift in a sea of uncertainty, but I was not alone. Borges, in his wisdom, understood my plight. I sought refuge in the sprawling metropolis of London, hoping to disappear into its anonymity. I roamed its labyrinthine streets, a ghost among millions, always looking over my shoulder, haunted by the fear of discovery. Sleep offered no escape, for my dreams were plagued by nightmares, shadowy figures, accusing whispers, and the chilling phrase, quietus est. The city, with its fog-choked alleys and imposing Victorian architecture, mirrored the turmoil within me. I was a fugitive, not just from the law, but from myself. My past, my very identity, felt like a burden, a weight dragging me down into the abyss. The name, quietus est, began to surface in the most unexpected places. I'd see it scrawled on a wall, hear it muttered by a passerby, find it hidden in the lines of a book. It was as if the city itself was conspiring against me, taunting me with this unknown entity. Fear, a constant companion, gnawed at my sanity. Was I losing my mind? Was quietus est merely a figment of my guilt-ridden imagination? Or was there something more, something sinister lurking beneath the surface of my reality? The line between sanity and madness blurred with each passing day. Section 5. The face in the mirror. One evening, as I stood in my rented room, staring at my reflection in the cracked mirror, a chilling realization washed over me. The face staring back at me, haggard and haunted, was no longer entirely my own. There was something else there, something alien and menacing, lurking beneath the surface. It was then that I understood. Quietus est wasn't a separate entity, a pursuer on my trail. It was me. It was the darkness within me, the embodiment of my guilt and fear, slowly consuming my identity, twisting it into something monstrous. Section 6. A desperate escape. Panic seized me. I had to escape, to outrun the darkness that threatened to engulf me. I fled my lodgings, abandoning my meager possessions, and ran into the night. The streets, usually teeming with life, were eerily deserted. The only sounds were my own ragged breaths and the pounding of my heart. I ran until I collapsed, exhausted and terrified, in a secluded corner of Hyde Park. As I lay there, gasping for breath, I knew I couldn't outrun myself. Quietus est, the darkness within, was as much a part of me as my own shadow. Section 7. The Haunting in the Park. The park, shrouded in an ethereal mist, felt oppressive, suffocating. The rustling of leaves sounded like whispers. The shadows of trees took on menacing forms. I felt hunted, stalked by something I couldn't see but could sense all around me. Days turned into nights. I wandered aimlessly, subsisting on scraps of food, haunted by the constant fear of discovery. My reflection in shop windows and puddles of rainwater confirmed my worst fears. The transformation was almost complete. I was becoming quietus est. Section 8. The Confrontation. Navarro and quietus est. One rainy afternoon, as I sought shelter under the awning of a closed bookshop, I saw him. An old man, his face etched with wisdom and sorrow, sat on a nearby bench, seemingly oblivious to the downpour. He looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. He turned his head and our eyes met. A look of recognition, of chilling certainty flickered in his gaze. "Ah, Navarro," he said, his voice raspy but clear. Or should I say, quietus est. Section 9. Shattered Reflections. Terror, raw and primal, surged through me. I stumbled back, my mind reeling. How did he know? Who was this man? He smiled sadly, as if reading my thoughts. "You cannot escape yourself, Navarro," he said, his voice barely a whisper. "Quietus est is not something you outrun, it is something you confront." His words struck me with the force of a physical blow. I sank to my knees, my carefully constructed facade crumbling around me. I was quietus est, but what did it mean? Section 10. Embracing the Labyrinth. The old man, his gaze never leaving mine, spoke again. "The labyrinth is not a prison, Navarro," he said. "It is a journey. Embrace the darkness, confront your fears, and you will find your own truth." His words, spoken with such conviction, sparked a glimmer of hope within me. Perhaps he was right. Perhaps the only way to escape the labyrinth was to embrace its twists and turns, to confront the darkness within and find my own way out. Section 11. The Wanderer's Truth. I stood up, my legs shaky but my resolve firm. The old man was gone, vanished as quickly as he had appeared. Had he been real, or a figment of my tortured imagination? It didn't matter. His words had awakened something within me, a newfound determination to face my demons. I am Fernandez Augustin Navarro, and I am quietus est. I am both the hunted and the hunter, the lost and the found. I am a wanderer, forever searching for my truth in the labyrinth of life, and I will not be defined by my past, but by the choices I make today.
Thank you for tuning in to our channel, where we delve into the darkest corners of human nature and unravel the mysteries behind the most notorious crimes. We hope our stories have captivated your interest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Stay vigilant, and remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction. Until next time.